Okay, so I've been, today in Dark Souls, I've been doing some testing with the, wrong menu, with the DrakeBlood Greatsword. Now, the reason why I'm testing it is, as you can see in the stats, it does magic and it also does lightning damage, in addition to the physical damage, of course. And, like the, Claymore here, as you can see, the Claymore, of course, has more physical damage, but it doesn't have the magic and fire damage. I mean, lightning, not fire. But I wondered, is it a better weapon than the Claymore? The Claymore is, of course, refined as well, and it does have +8. So I did some testing and attacked the spiders at the location near the distant manor underneath in here. Now, I don't know the resistances of the spiders in here, so theoretically it could actually do more damage than it actually does. I've already killed those spiders though, so you won't see them. That's also a good place for farming, by the way. If you have the Shield of Want here and this ring, you'll get 990 souls for each kill. There's around 10 enemies in there, so you'll get a total of 8,910 souls every time you kill them. It's really good for early on in the game farming. I mostly just use it now when I need to buy something. Just run in there twice and you can buy as many Dragon Slayer arrows as you want. Anyway, back to the task at hand. So, I'm not actually going to show you me attacking the enemies, but I wrote down the stats, so I'll just tell you those. To kind of test it, I used the hand axe first, more of just a control group. I haven't calculated the amount. Using the cart, this flame arc actually increases your weapon damage. But just kind of wanted to see how much better it actually is. Anyway, the hand axe right here, which is the starter weapon if you're a pyromancer, it'll do 265 damage to the spiders if I just hit them, and it's upgraded to +9, so if it was +10 it would do a little more. And if you use the War Cry ability, which is right here, it increases the damage. And when you hit the spiders with this active, it will do 296 damage. If you hit the spider with the Carthus Flame Arc, it's a little bit stronger, doing 318 damage. And here's the DrakeBlood Greatsword. As you can see, like I did say, it is at +7. So when I hit the enemy with that sword, it does 260 damage. Then when I use its ability right here, Stance, which if you use any attack from that from this stance, it breaks shields, if you didn't know that. If I use Stance, it does 400 damage to the spider. Then if I apply the flame, you might be wondering, how can you apply the flame to a weapon that has lightning damage? Well, I didn't use any of these gems to put the damage on there. If you have an item and it has like lightning damage or fire damage off the base, you can add any gem you want to it, as long as the game allows you to. Since the DrakeBlood Greatsword comes with magic and lightning damage on it right off the drop, you can still do whatever you want to it, pretty much. Anyway, with this flame on, it does 312 damage. And then when you use... Let me switch to my shield if I want to use Stance. When you use Stance, you do 452 damage. Now, you can actually do a heavy attack from Stance as well, but I didn't really test that. There's not much of a point. Wrong menu again. Anyway. And finally, the Claymore. Now, this is +8, so I'm not sure if the DrakeBlood Greatsword would actually be better. And even if they were both +8, and I got lower numbers, it might just be because the spider's resistant to magic or lightning. But I don't know the stats of the spider's defense or anything. Anyway, a normal light attack with the Claymore does 330 damage. And then an attack from stance does 469 damage on the spiders. Then when you apply the Carthus Claymore, it does 382 damage on its base attack, and then it does a whopping 521 damage to the spider with the stance and the Carthus Claymore activated. This actually one-shots them, which is definitely pretty good. So, I'm thinking shields, as you can see, it's over here. They block percentages of damage. The Shield of Want blocks 100% of all physical damage. And then it blocks 61% of magic damage, 63% of fire damage, 43% of lightning damage, 61% of dark damage, and it has 59 stability. I'm not sure what stability does on a shield, but I think that's just how long it can last when getting hit. So, basically, any physical attack they hit me with is going to be completely blocked, so this Claymore is not going to help them. However, if you're using the DrakeBlood Greatsword, not only does it have stance, which breaks shields, but it also does magic and lightning damage. So, you're still damaging them no matter what, basically. They cannot block any of that damage. Well, they can block some of it, the physical damage. But whatever they do, there's no possible way they're going to block the magic and lightning damage too. There's no shield that will do 100% of multiple things. So, this is potentially one of the best PvP weapons in the game. Which, that's pretty cool. And it weighs less than the Claymore. I do like both of them. Not to mention, I also have the Claymore refined, so that is also impacting its damage. Plus, it's +8 as well, like I said. And that's going to bring us to the end of the video. See ya. It's kind of hailing outside now. Wow, that is loud. I'm not sure if you can hear it in the video. Shadow is Wolf signing out.